Hello everyone, this is going to be a weekly prediction video for all zodiac signs. So stay tuned and let's get started with Aries. Alright, Aries. So, when it comes to your career, so we have the card of Five of Pentacles and Eight of Wands. So, this is showing that in the coming week, you will be feeling a little lost. Maybe you have felt that you had missed some opportunities, or there were some things that you wanted and you could not get it. But the message for this week is you are getting certain answers. So if you feel that you are lagging behind and you want opportunities to come towards you, or things have been very tough lately, so expect some shifts in the next coming week, since you would be getting a lot of important emails, important text, important calls. If you had been appearing for interviews, or you had been waiting for opportunities or package, you might get news regarding that. I am also seeing when it comes to your health, there is a message which is pay attention to your health. So maybe Aries, you have been working quite a lot, and this is why you have been feeling that you are doing a lot but you're not getting enough. So I think in this coming week you will be getting certain answers, and you have been working quite a lot, so this is an indication that you need to rest. The next card that we have for you is spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. So there could have been certain delays in your life, Aries. Maybe you had felt कि जो चीज़ समय पर आनी चाहिए वो आ नहीं रही है, and this is why you might receive some answers which might help you understand better that why the wait was not a punishment but it was just preparation phase. Right? Definitely get certain answers during this time. I am also seeing when it comes to your love life, there might be certain changes. So it can be you can look at the real picture of people. Maybe you had been seeing that some people were not being very true to you. So you might find out the truth of the situation. There is also a change coming in your love life. So maybe you had perceptions about someone, or you thought of love in a certain way, and this coming week you would change a lot of things in your perception. Right. The card over here, Aries, for you is trust. This is the overall energy of the week, which means that even though things have been tough lately, or you had been feeling that you have put in a lot efforts, or you had been working constantly, however, trust is being given as a guidance to you by the universe, because there are certain things that have still not unfolded in your life, and this week would be an important week. Change your perception also. A lot of interesting details and answers would be coming to you that you had been seeking all this while. Right? So, this was the message for you, Aries, about the coming week. Let us now go to Taurus. All the best, Aries. Okay, hello Taurus. So we will first look at what is coming next for you in your career. So we have two major arcana. One major arcana is here, and the other one is the Eight of Pentacles. So when it comes to your career, the next week is going to be a very unique and interesting week. You might be called to change your perspective. I think, Taurus, something has happened in the past that has made you feel that you are not good enough, and you might feel that you are taking a risk, or you might feel that you cannot do this by yourself. But remember, Taurus, there is a message that you need to look at things from a different perception. You are getting fixated on a perception that is not serving you for the longer or serving you for your highest good. This is why the message for you in career is keep working on what you're working. You might have a lot of projects, assignment, or things to do, and you need to change your perspective, because I'm seeing that you are holding yourself back, and this is a part of self delusion. So the guidance for you here is move with your career, move forward with your career. What you're doing is, if it's not making sense to others, it's completely all right. It's always about you first when it comes to your career, right? So this is the message for your coming week when it comes to your career. You might also be very busy. There might be certain shifts happening in your career which might make you look at things from a very different perspective, right? Or you might need it who will help you through this, right? When it comes to your love life, Taurus, you might experience good times when it comes to your love life. You might have family reunion, you might be connecting with some of your friends or members of your family, right? You might be going to your friend's place, or it can be a wedding or a social gathering. This is actually a good time period when it comes to you for love and in general for personal life. The next coming week for you, Taurus, is also going to be of great happiness, because we have gotten harp. So something will happen. Maybe this is regarding a person that is coming into your life, because we have someone new is entering your life. So this might be some person who is coming into your life, and that person is bringing the clarity for you, and they are making you happy. So this can be a female for a lot of you. This can be your friend, your mentor, guide. But whatever this is bringing you happiness and clarity and a feeling of freshness, right? You will start looking at things from the perspective that you had not been looking from, right? And the guidance for you of the month is the situation will improve. So again, Taurus, going back to the message that we had for the week, is like, don't let your past hold you back. So don't think that just because things did not work out in the past, so you have to hold yourself back. No, the situation will improve. The guidance is there for you that the situation will improve and you will come out of it eventually, right? Just you need to change your perspective and keep working on what you're working and keep doing what you're doing. It's going to be a good, interesting week for you, where you will get open to things that you had been missing out on, right? So this is what is coming for you the next week, Taurus. Thank you so much. Let us now go to the next sign. So for your career, Gemini, I see that first of all, things could have been very tough for you since we started with the Nine of Wands. Sorry, I said Nine of Wands, but then this is the Nine of Swords card. This is an indication. So this might mean that some of you had been trying a lot for a very long time. This is something to do with your career. So maybe you had been putting in a lot of efforts, but you're not seeing the results. But Gemini, there is a good news coming for you. There is some wish fulfillment which might happen in the next month. And this I say, oh my god, Gemini, for you this is a very interesting reading. I wanted to say next week, but I also said the next month. So it might happen that something might happen in the coming week that will impact your next month also positively, right? Also, Gemini, for you, the I wanted to take out one card, however two cards flew out, so I am going to take both the cards. So again, the message of luck is on your side. So this is definitely the next week for you, Gemini, would be definitely a very lucky week. I think something new has been starting. This is why I think I said Nine of Wands. So you had been stressing a lot, you had been putting your efforts, and you could have been doing or working a lot of things or working on a lot of projects, and it has been taken a lot of time. Maybe it took more time than you had anticipated it would, but you had not given up, and now is the time you might reap results, right? So luck is on your side, so something will happen that will make you feel lucky during this time, Gemini. I am seeing that when this new start comes towards you, you need to act, right? There is this message that you need to act when this new is coming towards you. And this is also telling me that you need to be courageous. Something might happen, that you might feel that, am I good enough? Or you might get this opportunity and you might not understand that if this is for you or not. You might actually feel lucky also, because since we have the card of luck is on your side, you might feel that you just got lucky. Or there might be people who think that you just got lucky, but do not listen to other people's opinions, because this is the week where you will get something that you had been waiting on for, right? So this is something to do with career, because I am getting repeated message of 9 of cups and success and a new start is coming. So this is definitely a good week for you, Geminis. Something that you had been waiting for, this can be a small success or a big success. Now it depends on who are you and who you are. I mean, who is watching this video. If this is a student, or if you're waiting for your exam results, then something positive might happen, right? I am feeling that this is something that has given you stress in the past, so there is a chance that some past issues might also get resolved when it comes to your career, right? Now, if you see the energy of your personal life and your love life, we have the Five of Swords. Now, this is giving me a lot of energies wherein you might feel that there are some people who are jealous of you, or there might be some people who would try to pull you down, or again, there might be people who would just want to argue. And this can be because of any reason, but don't let this happen to you, or don't let them discourage you, because as I said, luck is on your side. So everything will pan out good. If you feel that there are people who are getting jealous of you, do not pay attention to them and focus more on your work, since this is a good period for you. And look what we have here. We do have, you will be taken care of in difficult time. So again, coming back to the 9 of Swords card, I am getting a feeling that there is something that has been causing you a lot of stress, anxiety will come to an end, right? So all the Gemini zodiacs watching this video, you might expect some good news in the next week, right? And we have the last card as problems to be resolved, right? So there might be certain things. Again, I'm seeing, I think the message here is very repetitive. The message here is very repetitive. The message here is very repetitive, right? So I had been telling you that there is something that will get resolved, right? However, I am also seeing that with the 5 of Swords and the problems to be resolved, there might be certain conflicts that might happen in your personal life. It can be out of jealousy, it can be people not wanting you go in a direction that you want. But I feel, Gemini, you should not listen to what other people have to say about your life, right? Because this is a good time period for you, and you should focus on what makes you happy, right? So this is all for the next week of you, Gemini. Thank you for watching. Now let's move to Cancerians. So this next coming week, okay, so a lot of things have been happening for you, Cancerians. So I do see, when it comes to your career, um there might be some opportunity that might come towards you. It can be a call, it can be some message, there might be important texts that is going to come towards you when it comes to your career. You might be signing some documents. However, Cancerians, there might be some confusion regarding this. Maybe you are a bit doubtful, and you might think that whether this is going to work or not. This can be an opportunity that you had lost and it's coming back to you, so you might be a little skeptical about it. However, it is a guidance for you, Cancerian, that you need to trust your intuition, right? There is this card that we have, psychic ability, trust your intuition. And if you see, we also have a moon here, right? So, this is again telling that intuition is something that you need to work on. Maybe you are thinking that this is not the right path for you and you are trying to change your path, or you think that things are not going as per your plans, but we have the answer of don't stop, right? So keep on doing what you're doing. And again, I think every card over here is falling into place because we have gotten for you conclusions are within reach, right? So I think you might be called to make a decision that is a bit out of your comfort zone, and you are being said, or you are being called to not give up, right? You are being called to work on it, even if it seems difficult, or even if you feel that you can't do it. However, Spirit is saying, do not stop, right? Do not stop, do not doubt yourself. You will get what you want, right? It might be initially a bit uncomfortable for you, or you might feel that you might be a little hesitant. There might be n number of situations apply to whatever fits to you, but I feel that you would be in a situation wherein you have to decide. There is this energy of deciding for you when it comes to your career, right? So you might also have felt that maybe something is not working out for you, and this is why you're a bit frustrated, and you might feel that there are a lot of lessons that you've learned because of this. But I'm seeing constantly that Spirit is saying that whatever you are seeking, or whatever you are looking for, it is also on its way to you, right? So whatever you are looking for, it's also looking for you. Interesting, right? So this is your career message. So don't stop, go ahead, do whatever you have planned. And this is going to be a time wherein it will require you to be courageous, right? You need to step out of your comfort zone if you want this, right? Now you will also receive a gift, which is another amazing card. And we also have the Judgment and Star when it comes to your personal life. So I think something amazing is going to happen when it comes to your love life or personal life. You might reconnect with your friends, or you might attend wedding. This might be a good time when it comes to your personal life, right? There might be a lot of situations wherein you feel that you are healing, you are rejuvenating. There might be certain relationships that you restart. Maybe there were some relationships that were stagnant and you felt that it's not going to work out, but then you suddenly see the potential in those relationships, right? You can also be very hopeful during this time. So I think this is a time for you when it comes to your personal life. It is going to be a time wherein you go out, you seek that rejuvenation, and you'll get that rejuvenation, and you might also attend a wedding, attend parties or social gatherings, right? So this is overall for you, Cancerians, for the next coming week. Thank you so much. Now let's move to Leo. All right, hello Leos. So for the next coming week, the message that you have is hold your vision, right? So what I can see here is you have been working on something, Leo, and you might feel that it is more difficult than you had thought of it to be, right? And you had been putting a lot of effort, so maybe you are waiting for something and you feel that it's not going to come towards you. However, the answer is hold your vision, right? If you have been working for something, or if you have certain dream, certain plan, and you feel like it's taking longer than expected, then Spirit is saying that do not give up, hold your vision, right? It is on its way to you. I am seeing in the next week there might be some offer coming towards you. Okay, with the Knight of Cups, this can be an offer which might also be a fun related offer. It can be an offer which might not be very serious, so try to take it not very like if you want to take it seriously, then go ahead. However, make sure that you are not taking a burden on yourself. I am seeing that the things have kind of been tough for you, Leos. This can be because of your overthinking as well, because we do have the card here that says great worry over nothing, right? So I think you are worrying way too much, and it also says that the most difficult part of the situation is over. So something could have happened in the past that made you feel that I don't know if this is going to work, you should just give up. And this is why spirit is interfering and saying hold your vision, right? Don't give up. It is coming for you, even though it might seem that it's late and you might want to give up. However, spirit is saying that you need to hold your vision. And we have a card which says that things will not always be this way, a change is coming, right? So this can you can apply this to your career or your love life. However, I am getting a feeling that this is in general regarding your life. Maybe you had done something or you were working on something and you feel that nothing is prospering or nothing is going ahead, right? This might be even in terms of relationship. You might be in a relationship or you might feel that nothing is, forwarding you, nothing is getting. You might feel, even in, if let's say this is about your relationship or this is about your career, it could be either ways, or this can be about your life in general. You might feel that things are being very stagnant. However, there is a change that is coming. So next week you can expect certain change to come your way, right? And when it comes to your love life, we have the Wheel of Fortune and Two of Cups, which is amazing. So I think again, this can be something related to your love life as well, right? You might feel that things are stagnant and things have not been moving ahead. However, things are going to move ahead, and there might be some good positive union coming for you in the next week, right? You might bond well with people and you might be able to emotionally connect well with people. And this is going to be a good week wherein you will feel that socializing is something that brings happiness to you, right? This is going to be a week wherein you will understand that, a change can also be for the better, right? So do not overthink, do not take a lot of stress. Things will move forward. And what we have here is very interesting. The guidance for you here is a yes and a no, which basically means that it is completely up to you, right? You might actually have to take a decision. This can be regarding the Knight of Cups. As I said, this can be an offer that is coming to you, and you might feel that if this is too good to be true, or you might feel that this is something that you cannot do, but again, spirit is saying hold your vision, do not give up. It's still, it's still within your reach. And this is why we have the card yes and no. That means it's up to you. You take the call, right? So this is what is coming towards you next in your love life and your career. Now that was all for you, Leo. Now let's move to Virgos. I'll see you. Bye. Let us start with your career reading, with your career and love life reading for the next week. So first of all, what I see for your career, Virgos, is a fresh new start is coming for you, right? We have the Fool and we have the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands talks about new ignited passion, right? So there might be some new project, new assignment coming towards you. This can be an opportunity, right? But I'm seeing something unexpected, right? Something unexpected coming towards you, and you are jumping into it. You are enthusiastic and you want to take a chance, you want to take a risk, right? And this is what is coming in your career next. However, careful handling, right? So the situation might require a careful handling. So whatever opportunity is coming towards you, make sure that you are not taking it very lightly. If you have to take things seriously, or if you feel that things require your attention, then you need to give that attention as well, right? Do not jump into things very blindly is what I'm also getting, even though this is a good start. So just be careful, right? Take risks, but do not take it with an event or with an intensity, but what I'm seeing is that if you want to take risk, you need to be a little careful, right? So do not take risk blindly. If you are jumping into something fresh, make sure that you are putting in efforts as well, right? Because this is a situation which might require you to balance things out and handle things carefully, right? So to make the most out of this opportunity, ensure that you are working towards it carefully as well, right? Also have the news is on the way, so maybe you were waiting on for something, right? And this is on the way, so this is why I am seeing a very new and fresh energy when it comes to your career, right? Now we do have the end of a tough cycle approaches. So I have a feeling, Virgo, that you had been through a lot. I feel like the past months or past week, it could have been very tough on you. Maybe you had to work a lot and you wanted a break and you wanted a new fresh opportunity, and now it says the end of a tough cycle approaches, right? So all your hard work that you had been doing, it will pay off, right? It'll pay off. And this is an energy I'm getting. This is why, this is why the energy here is very fresh. It's like a new news is coming. You're taking a step forward, you are trying something new, right? And we also have the helpful people. That means there might be some people who would help you get through this, right? There might be some people who would also be involved in this situation. This can be a career situation or a love life situation, but whatever the situation is, people would be there to help you, right? I am also seeing, when it comes to your love life, Virgos, there might be an important dealing or relationship that you have to do, and it is to do with a man, right? We also have two cards that here represent masculine figure. So there might be some person who's very active, very physically agile, can be a bit rowdy as well. So be careful, and this is why the situation might require a careful handling. That be careful, make sure that you're putting your best foot forward, and make sure that you are trusting the right people. I am getting a message that maybe, Virgo, you might jump into a project and you're so enthusiastic that you're not seeing the right right side or a right perspective of people. You might not understand people behind the mask, and this is why it's a message that I'm getting, that do not trust blindly also here, right? Because if you see the Fool card, there is this person is walking blindly. This person is not this person is at the end of the cliff and they are almost about to fall off, and this person is trying to warn, but this person is dancing to the beat of his own tunes, and they're not able to listen. So this is why this situation, even though this is a brand new situation, it might require careful handling. And if you are taking risk, make sure that you are taking risk in an amount which is good for you in the long run. It does not affect you negatively, right? Otherwise, it's going to be an interesting fresh week for you, Virgos, right? So this is what you can expect in the next week, Virgos. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next one. All right. Hi, Libras. So for you, Libra, wow, the next week, your career is definitely going to be of focus the next week, right? We have the Ace of Cups and the Star, which means that you will be getting a brand new fresh start. I think this is a kind of start that you had been hoping and praying for. It will give you happiness, emotional fulfillment, and it'll make you happy. It'll make you feel relieved. I feel that maybe you had been thinking about something and working onto something for a very long time, and now finally you are getting a fresh brand new opportunity. This might be also in the form of help, that you might be seeking help, and you might be wanting that someone could rescue you out of this situation, and finally that help is coming. I am seeing this more as a divine hand. So this can be something that you were not expecting, but then it just comes out of the blue and it makes you really happy. It is also something that might be very fresh when it comes to your career. So a fresh career opportunity that makes you revive, a fresh career opportunity is something that I feel may approach you, which makes you feel rejuvenated, which makes you feel that zeal again. I also see no need to worry. So as I said, there had been, something maybe. Now this can be regarding your personal life, this can be regarding your career. However, spirit is saying that you do not need to worry. And this again brings me to the message of your love life, that there might be some things that you need to reevaluate in your love life. Something in the long run as well. I think when it comes to your love life, you are taking a more practical approach. You do not want to see things falsely. You are seeing things truly for what they are, or even you are seeing things or people truly for who they are. And this is why there might be some things that are ending in your life. So it can be some person leaving your life, or it can be a situation that is ending, which makes you feel actually very relieved, is what I'm seeing, Libra. It might be something that was bothering you all this while. However, you did not you never realized it, probably, Libra. I feel that something is getting out of your life and you did not realize it, that all this while it had bothered you quite a lot. And this is why it says that a personal issue reaches resolution. So there is definitely something that was bothering you, but then you had not been paying attention to it, and now it's finally a time where you feel that, okay, this is resolved, this is sorted, right? We also have deep love, affection, and caring. So I think someone is going to give you, a very gentle, kind hand. Again, as I said, this can be someone, I am also feeling that this can be a career opportunity that makes you feel that there is someone who loves you so deeply. Maybe some offer is presented to you which might make you feel that there are people who just love you for who you are. Evaluating your relationship. You might start evaluating your relationship and finally start realizing your worth, Libra. So the next week is going to be a very introspective week, however, a very joyful week. It might make you realize some things that you had been ignoring all this while, right? However, career is definitely going to be a focus for you, Libra, because we do have the card of career. So some important news, some important message. Keep an eye on your text, on your emails. Make sure you're not losing on any opportunity, you're not losing out on any emails, right? Make sure that you double check your emails, right? So this is what you can expect the next week, Libra. Now let us move to Scorpio. Hello, Scorpios. So, for you, the next week is going to be a very interesting and intense week, Scorpio. I am seeing that for you, when it comes to your career, I feel again a new opportunity would be presented to you, right? And you might actually be coming out of an opportunity that was not serving you. I feel that there might be an opportunity, or you might be working with someone that had taken out all your energy. They had been sucking on your energy, and you could not see that all this while. And I'm feeling that you might be taking a decision of starting something new. I feel that the next week is going to give you an opportunity which might be a very good solid offer, and you might also be doubting this offer, however, Scorpio. And this is why we do have a confirmation, we do have a message that prosperity lies ahead. So if you're feeling a little lost, if you're feeling that you don't know where life is going, so the next week will bring in hope. It'll bring in a solid opportunity, that will make you feel that this is what you had been waiting for, right? However, Scorpio, you need to get rid of certain temptations or certain patterns, that had been following you. There might be a chance that this can actually be an issue with a person, or this can be not looking at the opportunity the right way. You might be fear stricken and you might not see this opportunity's potential, or you might feel that this opportunity is not something that you want to go for. However, you are being told to reconsider, Scorpio, right? Reconsider and reevaluate the decisions that you take, because next week it is going to be important, and it is going to be a major decision when it comes to your career. You need to take a major decision in the next week, right? Now, I'm also seeing, Scorpio, that when it comes to your love, I am seeing again the energy of love in the next week is again going to be something of revelation. I think something had all this while been in front of you, however, you were choosing not to see it. And now you see the picture truly, right? You see this picture and you understand what exactly has been happening all this while, right? There might also, you might also think about the past during this time. You might think that, you know, things are not the same and things have changed, and you might not you know, you might not be in the best of mood during this time period. However, Scorpio, we do have the energy of a new romantic cycle begins. So if you are holding on to any attachment, or if you feel that nothing is working out, you know, you are being called to let go during this time, because I am seeing that, you know, you had been, you know, working on something and it is not working for your favor. This can be in terms of relationship, this can be in terms of career, but because we do have the devil energy, we do have the death card, so some changes might be happening in the next week. And remember that these changes are for your highest good, you know, be it your career, be it prosperity lies ahead, right? So if you're not able to see the potential of this opportunity right now, or you might feel this opportunity is something which is you know, very small, you might undermine the worth of this opportunity, but you are being called to look at it from a bigger picture, you know, look at it from a perspective wherein it solves your purpose, because this is going to be prosperous for you, right? There is also the, you know, because we also have the card of devil and we have the card of a two-faced friend. So there is also a chance that, you know, all this while you could not see a person's true intentions, right? And this can also be related to your career, that I do feel that you had not been able to look at the real picture, and this is why you now want to, look at the picture for what it is, right? And this is why a lot of newness is something that I feel for the next week. I also feel certain new romantic cycle or new friendships or new relationships might enter the next week for you, Scorpio, right? So it is an intense week. It is definitely a week wherein you need to take a major decision, but it will be good for you in the long run, right? Do not stress, do not take the situation too much to your heart, you know, or don't let it get to your heart. Just make sure that you're looking at things for what they truly are, you know, and do not undermine the worth of a thing that you do not, you know, understand for a while. You might not be able to understand the intensity or, you know, the prosperity of a thing that might turn to be, you know, do not undermine the you know, intensity or the value. You do not undermine the value of a thing, Scorpio. You might feel that, you know, something is not for your highest good, however, try to look at it from a perspective of bigger picture, because there is some opportunity coming towards you, and this might be something which you might, you know, undermine at first. You might feel that this is not something for your highest good, but, you know, spirit is again and again reassuring that prosperity lies ahead. So this is definitely going to be an interesting week for you, wherein you need to take decisions, Scorpio, right? So this is for you, Scorpio. Take care. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. All right, Sagittarius. So the next week for you is definitely going to be a week wherein family is of your main focus. We do have a child, a birth or conception of a child or an enterprise, and family wishes coming true. So for a lot of you, this can be related to your family. Maybe you are planning a vacation with your family, you know, you are planning to go somewhere with the family. Some of your family wishes could be coming true during this time, right? So maybe the next week you can expect to you know, reunite with your family, or you might go out with your family, right? For some of you, I'm also seeing this can be you know, starting a new venture or starting a new idea, and then you might want to, you know, work towards it, because we also have the card of it's time to take action, you know, it's so interesting that we have two of the cards here. Is for one is for Aries and the other one is for Scorpio, which both of them are actually ruled by Mars. So this is telling me that during this time, during the next week, just be careful that you are not being very aggressive, because there might be a tendency you might actually want to, you know, speak very in a manner which might come across as blunt. So take care of how you're putting forward things, and you know, how you are presenting yourself in front of the world, right? So this is a time for you to take action when it comes to your career, right? I am seeing that when it comes to your career, you know, the next week could be regarding a slow growth is what I'm seeing. You know, you might feel that you are burdened, you might feel that, you know, things are going too slow and you are working on it. However, Knight of Pentacles is a very assuring card. You know, it might the best way to describe this card is slow and steady wins the race, right? So next week you might, you know, you might understand that even though you are feeling burdened, even though the growth is not very visible right now, however, this is a long-term growth. You will get, you know, what you want in the end. However, just be careful. Just make yourself, you know, structured and more scheduled is what is being called for when it comes to your career. There might also be certain, you know, burdens when it comes to you. So it can be like, you know, you might want to procrastinate, or you might feel like you want to keep things for tomorrow, but it's being called towards you. It's the spirit is interfering and saying that, you know, it's time for you to take action. You know, it's a guidance for you that work through your fears. Just because you feel that the growth is not happening, and you know, you want to procrastinate, or you don't feel that it will pan out for you in the future, you are being called to remain positive. You know, just remain positive and things will fall into place, right? Again, when this again the similar card, you know, it's up to you. It's completely up to you. If you want to take action, if you want to go forward, go ahead with it, is what the angels are saying to you, right? This might be a bit burdensome, and this might look like, you know, something which will not give you fruits overnight. This might be a long-term process. You know, you might think about something which is like investing in your future, investing in your career. However, this is going to give you results in the long run, you know. So be patient, be positive, right? And if you feel that you need to take action, it's completely up to you, right? It's completely up to you if you want to continue it, right? Just don't be fearful, don't let things stop you, you know. Just make sure that you are not procrastinating and you are not burdening yourself in your personal life. I feel again, you need to be careful. You might be setting certain boundaries when it comes to your love life, right? You might actually even reunite with a family, with maybe your family, or maybe some female member in your family, you know. But just make sure that you are not you know, putting yourself in a very blunt manner, right? You might also plan certain things with your family, or you might plan certain outings with your family. However, you might be very logical during this time. So you know, you might want to, you know, spend time with your family, but you will do it judiciously. So you wouldn't just, you know, spend time with your family for like 24/7. You'll be like, all right, I'll spend time with my family for like 2 hours or 3 hours, and then I'll go back, right? So this might be there might be this energy wherein you are trying to balance between your work and your family in the next week, right? Just make sure that you are also listening to what other people are saying, right? Because the energy for you with the Queen of Swords and Mars energy here can be very blunt, you know. So you might want to put your things first before listening to others. However, it's being called to you that you also listen to what others are saying, right? Otherwise, it is a good time period for you. You might also take up a hobby or a vacation during the next week, right? So this is for you, Sagittarius. Hope it resonates. Let's now move to Capricorn. Bye. All right. Hello, Capricorn. So, we definitely do have a lot of cards for you. So, I was not planning to take out these many cards for you, but then they just kept flowing. So, uh, all right. Hello, Capricorn. So, first of all, I did not mean to take a lot of cards out for you because I've been taking out like 2 to 3 cards for each and every group. However, for you, so many cards have been flying out. So, definitely, Spirit has some message for you for sure. So the next week for you, Capricorn, is definitely going to be a very important week. We have, when it comes to your career, we have Ace of Swords, we have Two of Swords, and we have the Sun card. I am seeing that there might be some news of, success or something that you had, been working for, something that will make you feel happy. When it comes to your career, we have two cards of success here. We have success and we have success assured with good plans and hard work. So there might be some news which will make you happy. We You can even expect certain important mails, certain answers. If you had applied for some place or interview or some position, you might get some answers, and you might even have like your results in the next coming week. you know but again, at the same time, there is also this energy of a bit of confusion. I feel like within the next week, you might be in two minds about some things, but you will get the clarity. So next week is about you gaining clarity when it comes to your career, right? So you might be waiting for a news, you might be waiting for a letter, you might be waiting for something when it comes to your career, and then the answer is there for you, right? And it'll make you feel happy and it'll make you feel lucky, is what I'm getting, right? We also have luck is on your side and surrender to the divine. Wow. So the next week is definitely going to be something which, again, something that you did not expect, is what I'm getting. So I think with the surrender to the divine, there might be some good news coming to you, right? And this is, again, might be something that you were not expecting. So if you feel that things are not within your control and you are thinking about it, if you're constantly contemplating about it, it's the message here is just surrender. Surrender to the divine, right? Because again, luck is on your side, so things are working in your favor, right? We also have abundance, and we do have financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So again, I'm seeing, so this can be a lot of, because you had Sun card, you had Ace of Swords, this can also be a news of a promotion that you were waiting on for, right? So if you were waiting for some promotion, a raise, so you might be getting that as well, because we do have financial gain here also. So success can be in different forms. It can be in the form of recognition, passing an exam, or it can be in the form of a promotion, a raise, or you winning something. So it can be in different forms. So take what resonates with you, right? When it comes to your love life for the next week, Capricorn, this is something that you might, there is some competition, is what I'm seeing. So I am seeing that there might be a new love interest, or there might be someone who is a secret admirer in your case, right? And you might understand that as well in the next week, right? You might actually go out on some adventure with that person. You might feel enthusiastic, energetic. However, try to avoid certain conflicts during this time. There might be scenarios wherein you might feel that there are so many people surrounding and there are so many competitions around you. This can be in any ways. This can be in the form of jealousy, or this can be in the form of arguments being taken place. So be careful of what you are saying in the next week, right, when it comes to your personal life, right? So this is something you need to be careful about. Otherwise, the next week looks really interesting for you, Capricorn, right? So this is what I have for you. Now let us move to Aquarius. Thank you for watching, Capricorn. I'll see you. All right, hi Aquarius. So when it comes to your next week, I am seeing certain competition when it comes to your career, right? I think there is going to be some news, some opportunity, or there might be a lot of communication when it comes to your career. I feel that you might be called to take a stand, You might feel that things are working against you, or there are people who are competing against you, and you might want to take a stand. You might want to take a very firm opinion here, right? However, we do have the card of success, and your hard work is paying off. So I am seeing that whatever you are doing, if it feels that it is getting difficult for you, or if you feel that there is a lot of competition, you do have the card of success. So you might expect something working in your favor in the next week. There might be some signs, even if, let's say, these are very little or tiny signs, still you need to believe in yourself, right? Because I'm seeing that there might be some success that might be happening for you in the next week, but then you might feel that you deserve more, right? You deserve more, and what you are deserving is, I think, or it's on its way to you. I feel the month of July is going to be of major importance. So some news might be arriving in the next week which will impact the month of July, right? And look at this, we do have a sincere wish will be granted. So if you're holding something very dearly, if you're wanting something, if you've been praying for something, you will get that thing for sure. And then see, we do have spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. And along with this, we have sincere wish will be granted. So I think that in the next week you will be a bit more spiritual. You would want to connect with your ancestors. You want to connect with the higher realm, and you will be shown the way. You will be shown the way. I feel that right now you might be feeling that there is way too much competition around you, but in the long run, I do see something will happen majorly in the month of July. Some news that you can expect in the month of July, or maybe in the next week you'll expect some news that will impact the month of your July, right? The month of July for you, I'm so sorry. Yes. We also have a sincere wish will be granted. So I am seeing that even if, let's say, this wish that you had been holding on, it might be some wish that is a small wish, or something which you just wanted, right? But still the spirit is saying that keep on working, even if you feel that this wish is a small wish, or maybe the success that you're getting is small success, or success that, and you feel that you deserve more. Spirit is saying keep working on it, keep working on it. If you believe, you're going to get it, because we do have the card of hard work is paying off. I do feel in the next week you will be getting some signs of your hard work being paid off, right? So the next week definitely is a week for you wherein you realize that your hard work is paying off, right? After all this competition, after all this hard work, your work is being recognized, and you need to take a stand for yourself, right? If you are in the middle of a competition, if you are competing, or if you are in an environment where it requires you to take a stand, make sure that you are being courageous and acting at the right time, right? Do not procrastinate during this time, and be firm in your opinions. Just make sure that you're not taking onto conflicts, or not getting into conflicts intentionally, right? Because you might be in a situation where people might try to trigger you, or there might be certain competitors around you. So make sure that you are putting your best foot forward, and making the best out of this success that you're getting in the next week, right? We also have, when it comes to your love life and your personal life, we do have Ace of Pentacles. So something stable is coming for you in the next week. So you might expect some kind of commitment, if you're waiting on to for some commitment, or if you're waiting for a proposal, you might get that in the next week, or this might actually, if it's not about love, or if it's not about your personal life, this can simply mean you getting a promising connection. You might find a friend, you might find a business partner, or just someone that you feel that you can have a good, positive, promising connection with, right? So this is what is coming for you in the next week, Aquarius. Thank you so much for watching. I will now see you in my next video. Bye. Hello, Pisces. So, the next week for you is going to be a very fast week, right? You will be getting a lot of opportunities. I think you will be getting a lot of messages. Keep a check on your mails, calls, and messages. You might actually be very much into manifestation the next week. You might receive some news that you had been waiting for. You might actually get something that you may have been manifesting, right? A lot of communication, important information is coming towards you next week, so make sure you use it to your benefit, right? There is also some new start that is coming, so there's a very good chance of you getting a new opportunity when it comes to your career, right? And speaking of opportunities, we do have the card of opportunity as well. There is a lot of newness in the next week. I think next week is definitely going to be a very busy week for you, Pisces. We do have the card of magician, so I think this is something that you can make the best out of these opportunities. Just make sure that you are working, and making sure that you're working on these opportunities. Do not let these opportunities go by, or pass by, right? We also have the card of work achievement success, which again shows that you might be working together with someone. You might be working in a project or an assignment, right? So definitely very new opportunities are coming towards you, and there might also be some news of success for you in the coming week, right? But there is a situation that you might be getting out of, right? So there are some conclusions which are within reach, and the card also says that time to get out of a situation. So if something has been there in your life that has been bothering you or keeping you tied up for a while, you might take the call in the next week to get out of the situation, right? Because you are now seeing the real picture. Conclusion is within reach, right? So definitely it's going to be an important week for you. I am getting a very strong feeling that you are going to start something new, start something fresh in the next week, right? We do have great passion. I am seeing that whatever is coming for you next is going to ignite your passion. I think reignite your passion, because we have the card of magician as well, which again talks about newness, something that you're starting making from scratch. And we also have the card of new start is coming. So it's like, I think something that you had been manifesting, and you have it finally. So next week is going to be about you starting a project. It may be a small start, but it has a lot of potential, because we have the magician card. That means you are the manifestor, you are the one that can make your dreams come true. So I am seeing that you will be working on something very diligently in the next week, and a lot of communication. You might be the 10 of cups and the emperor. This means that again, this can be your father figure, this can be a professor, a mentor. But what I feel here is that you will be spending good times with your family. You might go out with your family, right? You might also take certain decisions which has to do with your father or some male member in your family, right? It can be, you might actually have good times with your family. It can be like you can go out with your family on dinners or some social gathering. And I'm seeing that the next week is going to be very fulfilling for you. When it comes to your career, a new fresh start is there. And it's so amazing that we have the card which talks about newness to all the way to 10 of cups, all the way from manifestation to 10 of cups. So I feel like the next week is going to be something which will make you feel happy when it comes to your career as well as your love life. You can spending time with you can be spending time with your loved ones. You can be experiencing family joy in the next week, right? So next thing very happening for you, Pisces, right? So this is what is coming for you in the next week. Just make sure that you are not losing out onto these opportunities. I'm getting that again and again. So make sure that you are checking these opportunities, and just ensure that you are using all the resources that you have in your way, just to make the best out of these. So that is all for you, Pisces. I hope you like this video. This was your weekly prediction. I will now see you in my next one. Bye. Thank you.